Hey, what it do, sports world? It's me again. The Winner Circle podcast with me, Ray Diggs, is here, y'all. Where passion meets performance and champions are made. I'm your host, Ray Diggs, bringing you the energy, the insight, and the mindset from across the world of sports. From the locker rooms to the big stage, this is where the real ones talk and legends rise, and the motto stays the same. Winners will always win. The Winner Circle podcast with me, Ray Diggs. We are here and we ain't going nowhere. Make sure y'all tune in because we're about to go live now. Peace. Hey, what do you do, sports world, and welcome to the Winner Circle podcast, man, with me, Ray Diggs, man. I got a great segment for you all, man. I want to talk about former New England Patriots Hall of Fame head coach Bill Belichick being left out of the first ballot Hall of Fame, and why this right here is probably one of the worst things that the NFL, not saying the NFL, but I would say the voters, the Hall of Fame voters in Canton, it's the worst thing that they could have done. Before I get started, man, make sure you hit the like button, the subscribe button, and also the share button. Make sure y'all give me your feedback on what you all think about this segment and what you all feel about this situation as well. William Stephen Belichick. Yes, that's Bill Belichick's real name. That's the former New England Patriots amazing head coach who led them to 6 Super Bowl wins, 9 Super Bowl appearances. Now, Bill Belichick, it's so many ways you can just say that this right here was a slap in the face. A lot of people is coming up saying that, oh, well, he cheated. Even with the cheating, if you take away the cheating, Bill Belichick is still a Hall of Famer coach. And to be honest with you, I think what Bill Belichick was doing when they called it Spygate, I think everybody was doing Spygate. I think everybody was doing this. I think everybody was filming people signals. But they were just the one that got caught. And to be honest with you, Eric Mangini was the one who actually went and told it when he became the New York Jets head coach. So he went and he pretty much told them that the Patriots was doing this, even though he was doing the same thing. And the Patriots, they faced their punishment. And then you go to Deflategate. They said that the boss wasn't aired up. But the crazy thing about Deflategate is they were still stomping the hell out of the coach. So was the balls being low mattered? Was that really mattered? Was that important? So this right here, what I want to say. If Bill Belichick ain't no Hall of Fame coach, first ballot, then ain't no head coach in the NFL or past 10. Meaning Andy Reid that's coming up. Meaning what's his name is? Mike Tomlin, Sean Payton. None of these head coaches are Hall of Famers. And I'm talking they all Hall of Famers, but they not no first ballot. Hell, not even second. Maybe not even a third ballot, to be honest with you, because if a coach that won 6 championships, which 8 total is not a first ballot, then something is wrong with the voting. Now, Bill Belichick needed 50 votes. But so you telling me that 50 people, he needed 40 of the 50 to get in, and he could not get that. One of the greatest coaches, and you telling me that, oh, we're going to hold him out for a year just to punish him. Let me tell y'all something. This ain't high school. This man right here is really a student of the game. If people don't know, I'm going to give y'all a rundown on Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick used to take his Cleveland Browns players to Canton, Ohio to pretty walk around and look at the Hall of Fame. He is a student of the game. He is one of those head coaches who is like real life into the rules. So a lot of people don't like it because he told the line when it comes down to, and they might call it cheating because their team is not doing it and their team is not winning. See, if Bill Belichick was playing for any other team, if he was coaching any other team, they would not be mad if they was winning and he was towing the lines with the rules. But this is what I do know. Bill Belichick won 6 Super Bowls as a head coach. He won 2 as a defensive coordinator. The great Lawrence Taylor said that this man right here was the greatest defensive coordinator that he had ever seen. He was the man behind the New York Giants defensive scheme. And even Bill Parcells said that as well. He was a 3-time coach of the year. He's on the all-decade team, the 2000 all-decade team, and the 2010. He's on the NFL 100 team. He's on the Patriots all-dynasty team. Okay, and also in 2021, he won Executive of the Year because not only was Bill Belichick the head coach for the Patriots, he was also he was wearing dual hats. He was also the GM for the New England Patriots. So everything that went on from drafting the Tom Brady's of the world to drafting the Rob Gronkowski of the world, the Julian Edelman of the world, going out there getting players like Danny Amendola, going out there getting players like Rodney Harrison, going out there getting those type of players like this. Okay, going and get drafting Vince Wilfork. Okay, Teddy Bruschi, all of these dudes. This right here is what Bill Belichick did for the New England Patriots. This is what he did for the NFL. Okay. The Bill Belichick holds the most Super Bowl wins with 8. He holds the most Super Bowl wins as a head coach with 6. He holds the most Super Bowl appearances with 12. He have the most Super Bowl appearances as a head coach with 9. The most playoff wins as a head coach with 31. The most playoff appearances for a head coach, 19. He tied. And he also the most divisional championship as head coach with 17. Who else won 17 divisional titles? This just tells you how great a head coach that man right here is. You don't have to talk about it. You don't have to talk about what his coaching record is. Bill Belichick is second all time. And I think that honestly, if I wanted him to stay, I wish he would have stayed in coaching, because I think that honestly he would have became the all-time leading he would have became the all-time leader wins. I believe that if he stayed in the NFL. And you're going to tell me that this coach, this man here is not a Hall of Famer, not a first ballot. And a lot of y'all don't understand what first ballot is. See, a lot of y'all, first ballot is the golden stamp for a Hall of Fame. That's what stamped you as the greatest of your position. That's right here what stamped you as the real life GOAT. Deion Sanders is stamped. Reggie White, stamped. Randy Moss, stamped. First ballots. Peyton Manning. Listen, hey, it's a lot of great. Pat Mahomes, when he come up, first ballot. And I'm going to tell you something. For the people that I've been watching a lot of football today, and I've been holding this in all day, I wish they would hold Tom Brady out for 1 year. I bet you any kind of money. You think that I feel like a lot of people is about to boycott this one right here. This Hall of Fame here. I think this right here is going to be one of the most least watched Hall of Famers, and it might be one of the most least attended, because I think a lot of people are going to boycott it. Those people's inside that room, those voters should be held accountable. And I don't understand how the hell can a sports writer that don't play no sports, that don't have an athletic bone in his body, but y'all allowing him to pick Hall of Fame coaches and Hall of Fame players that played at the highest level, which is the NFL. How in the hell can a person that put on a tie every day but can't pick a player, don't know how to play, don't know how to catch a ball, can't run a football, little legs, little skinny legs? How the hell can you tell me that this person right here is back here picking who's going into the Hall of Fame? Make it make sense to me. That's all I'm saying. It's no way that the NFL should be allowing sports writers to pick their best players that's going into their most prestigious place in history, which is Canton, the Hall of Fame. So you're going to tell me that a writer can tell me that I'm great, that I perform at the highest level? And I'm going to say this right here. And this right here is for the voters. This right here is for the Hall of Fame, the NFL, anybody. I don't give a damn who it is. It's certain people that shouldn't even have to go through the voting process. Kobe Bryant should not have to go. Kobe didn't have to go through a process. You want to know why? Because all you have to do is just turn on the tape. Kobe Bryant is fucking great. He don't have to go through it. Michael Jordan don't have to go through it. Players like that, you don't have to put through a voting process. They don't go through the process. They skip the process because their greatness was so great. You don't need me to tell you. I don't need to go in there and have somebody vote for Kobe Bryant or Michael Jordan, or when LeBron James comes up. You don't have to vote for those type of players. Also, Bill Belichick, he shouldn't have to be on no. That's once he's eligible, it's automatic. I'm not giving you a chance to mess this up. And the voters, I guarantee y'all, they're gonna go inside this room and they're gonna make a lot of changes to the Hall of Fame voting because they don't want to mess up when it comes to Tom Brady. When Tom Brady comes up in 3 years, I can damn well guarantee you that it ain't gonna be no voting process. He's gonna automatically be in the Hall of Fame. They're not gonna give them a chance to mess this up. And that's exactly what they should have did for Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick shouldn't have to go through a process. He shouldn't have to go through a voting process with these little skinny writers that's gonna tell me that I'm a Hall of Fame head coach. No, you skip that process. That's one of the that's right here what this is put in place for. Tom Brady, the Bill Belichicks, the Deion Sanders, the Reggie Whites, the Randy Moss, those type of players right there. You don't have to put them through a voting process because guess what? Their greatness has already been stamped. They're the greatest at their positions. You don't have to vote for them. When they come up, there right there should be a spot that's already reserved. You said 3 people is getting in. This right here is immortal. Bill Belichick, he's already in. Now we're gonna pick from this group right here, and that's going to be those 3 that's gonna get in with Bill Belichick because that right there is the gold standard. And a lot of people, y'all keep saying, man, Bill Belichick, man, well, he got caught cheating. Listen, let me tell you something. First of all, the cheating that Bill Belichick was doing, they said he was Spygate. Not only did they get caught, guess what? The next season they went 16-0. So was that really mattered? And then they said they wanted to, they was, and think about who they said that the Patriots was cheating, who they was watching. They was watching the Cincinnati Bengals. Do y'all know this year that the Cincinnati Bengals went 3-13? The Cincinnati Bengals organization has been a shit show hell, forever. Ever since you've been born, besides the Joe Barrow years and a few years that they had, like pretty good years with Chad Ochocinco, this right here has been a shit show organization. So who in the hell need to steal their signals? Nobody needs to steal the Cincinnati Bengals signals. I can almost guarantee you that nobody have to steal their signals. Hell, I know their signals, and I'm sitting there in my living room right now. That's the first thing. Second of all, you already pretty much, if you want to say that you're not gonna let him in at all, then do that. But don't say that, oh, next year we're gonna, because this shit seemed like high schoolish. I'm gonna punish you for 1 year, slap on the wrist, and then next year I'll let you in. No, if you're gonna ban him, ban him. If you're gonna put him in, he should have been a first ballot Hall of Famer. Don't try to say I'm gonna put you out. And it's the same shit that went on with Terrell Owens. Terrell Owens, everybody know he was 3rd in everything when he retired. He was pretty much 2nd or 3rd in everything. And the one person that he ain't ever catching was gonna be Jerry Rice. And it ain't no shame in that. But guess what? Because he wasn't good with media, sports writers, this is when it should have changed. The sports writer said, no, he wasn't good with us. He didn't want to do interviews with us. He bashed us. So we're going to make him wait a year. Who in the hell is you to tell me that I need to wait a year? See, it was outrage then. But see, now that it happened to Bill Belichick, we starting to see the big picture. Okay, this right here is really a fucking problem. And I think that the voting should have been changed, but they're still stuck back in the old days and they'll continue to change it slowly. But I can guarantee you this right here is going to push a change even faster because I can guarantee you that it's going to change ASAP. The voting in the NFL is going to change, and it should have been changed because there's no way you're going to tell me that Bill Belichick is not a first ballot Hall of Famer. If he ain't first ballot, then nobody's first ballot. What is first ballot? He's arguably the greatest head coach in NFL history. In another coach that I said, you don't have to vote for, that's Nick Saban. Old Saint Nick, you don't have to vote for Nick Saban because you know why? That's the gold standard. That's the standard. You don't have to vote for that. And you're not going to tell me that some little writers, they're going to tell me that Nick Saban should go in, when Nick Saban should go into the Hall of Fame. When he's eligible, he's going in. That is what you do for people like Bill Belichick, people like Randy Moss, people like Deion Sanders, people like Thomas Elwood, Patrick Brady. I just want to see, Because if you're gonna hold this against Bill Belichick, you almost have to hold it against Tom Brady, because Tom Brady was on the same team. If you want to say cheating is why, Bill Belichick did not get in on the first ballot, you're gonna have to hold this right here. You're gonna have to send the same energy 3 years from now, in 2027, 2028. I think it's 2 years from now. When Tom Brady comes up, you're gonna have to have the same energy. You're gonna have to pretty much push him to the back burner for 1 year. That's a 1 year punishment, because they was on the same team. I'm not saying that Tom Brady knew, but Bill Belichick said he didn't know nothing about Deflategate. So if you want to hold this against against Bill Belichick, you almost have to hold it against Tom Brady. And I'm a fanatic. I'm a fucking Tom Brady fan. I feel like this right here. If you do this to Tom Brady, we boycotting the whole. I promise you, won't nobody go to Canton. Ain't nobody going to Canton, because you want to know, ain't nobody gonna show up to that bullshit. It's gonna be basically just the people, families, and the people that's announcing them. Ain't nobody gonna watch it. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing when we come down. And they might do it on this one right here, to be honest with you. But I'm upset about this, because the NFL got it wrong again. And the NFL just continue to get worse and worse every fucking year. It started with the kickoff. It started with all the penalties, all the tackling. You can't tackle no more. And then it went to the Pro Bowl. I'm not going to get on the Pro Bowl, because that might be the worst thing that they even got right now, honestly. And then the NFL said, you know what? Y'all want to see what we can really do? Watch this. We're going to say that Bill Belichick ain't a first ballot Hall of Famer. But that's the NFL. We understand it. And I can't say the NFL, because the NFL, and then it's also the Hall of Fame. That's two different things, y'all. So my bad. I'm just so excited. You see, I'm sweating, but I'm pissed off about this situation, because I feel like this right here is a black eye on the NFL. Because I want to know now, what is gold standard? I want to know who is really a Hall of Famer now. But hey, man, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Hey, until I just want to say thank y'all again for tuning in. I'm gonna be coming back again. I had to get this right here in. I had to get this podcast done. But it's just bad, man, for the NFL. It's bad for it's bad for football, honestly, because like I said, Bill Belichick is surefire Hall of Famer. You can't tell me, nobody can tell me that this man is not a Hall of Famer. But the NFL Hall of Fame called Bill Belichick this weekend and said that you will not be a Hall of Fame. You will not be a first ballot. And what hurt me was this. They said Bill Belichick asked the question and was like, are you kidding? I mean, like, so you telling me that 333 wins ain't enough? You telling me that 6 Super Bowls ain't enough? Man, do you imagine what that right there feel like? Like damn near knowing that you going into the Hall of Fame first ballot, and for them not to allow you to get in. But that's right there is what happened with Bill Belichick. And I feel bad for him, man. But at the end of the day, the NFL is going to have to change something. But hey, man, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Thank y'all again for listening to another great segment of the Winners Podcast. Hey, I'll be coming back and talk about the AFC, NFC championship game. It was a hell of a game. It was a hell of a game. Both games were really good. One game was a little boring than the other. So make sure y'all tune in for that one, man. Until next time, man. Peace.
Mr. Diggs, we're on in 5. Vegas can't be choosers, but grandma chose trace. She raised me on scraps.